Designing flexibility into your system sounds great, but it comes at a cost. I use tile-based wave function collapse to write my own map generator for our game Drift Scavenger. Wave function collapse is very flexible, but it doesn't scale well. It's best suited for when you have a finite set of tiles and simple rules about which tiles are supposed to be next to one another, like this terrain generator I made. Wave function collapse explores all possible states of every tile and then collapses one and repeats that process until the whole map is finished. Technically, it can do this with any rule and any amount of rules as long as the rules aren't mutually exclusive. It sounds like a great system to have at the beginning of your game, right? Wrong. There were actually much better algorithms for maze generation, and I knew that when I started, but they also have limitations. I went with wave function collapse because I felt like it had fewer, but the truth is everything in life has limitations. Ultimately, wave function collapse ended up being too slow and not well suited for the kinds of mazes I wanted to generate. After over a year of trying to work with it and make it fit what I was trying to do, I ended up switching to depth first search maze generation. Depth first search generates a maze by moving in random directions until it can't anymore, then it backtracks and it repeats that process until the maze is done. This actually generates a perfect maze, which is a maze with no loops. The reason I originally avoided this algorithm is that the space it generates is actually really hard to navigate, but this ended up being a huge upside for us. When it generates, it actually creates a really useful byproduct, which is the depth of any given point in the maze. The depth of another tile in the maze is the path distance from that tile to the starting point. Using the depth, it was really easy for us to compare two different tiles in the maze and create one-way shortcuts or locked doors between them. And since we're comparing their depth, we always know that these doors are going to be useful to the player because they cut off a large part of the maze. Depth also made it possible to check how far out of the way a dead end is, which means we can reward players proportionally to the risk they took exploring a part of the map that they didn't need to explore. This generator is also roughly 10 times faster than my previous one. It even has extra logic on top of it that modularly creates walls and junctions at the corners, which fixed an issue I was having where the walls for the tile generation would clip on corners. Maybe in the future I'll try and design my game more before I make the systems for it, but I have a feeling that this might just be the process you need to go through to make a system that's production ready.